I am Chema Mwebulam, and this is Social Media Buzz. Hashtag Cubana is trending on Twitter over allegations of a shooting attack in Cubana Club on 8th of June by Burna Boy's guys. A lady who goes by the name Briella N took to her Instagram story to recount her ordeal. She said, and I quote, "After taking time out to heal and process the events that occurred between my partner and my best friend and her husband, and at Burna Boy Gram at Cubana Group, Cubana nightclub in Victoria Island, Lagos. We were visiting Nigeria from America and London for our childhood friend's wedding. On the 8th of June 2022, at Burna Boy Gram and his friends opened fire at us in Cubana, Lagos. My partner and his friend were shot, with both needing urgent medical care. A bullet grazed my partner's head and our friend was shot in the thigh, leaving him hospitalized and needing an emergency surgery in Nigeria." So taking some comments to this story, Rude Boy P says, "So nobody would have paid attention to what Flo Wolf has been saying about Burna Boy in Cubana if he didn't shower-proof them." And Mr. Walt says, "I think this is the second event that's happened in Cubana that warrants temporary shutting down the club till after proper investigation. The first was when lady was electrocuted in the club, and then this. The police and the regulatory bodies need to up their game." And Pooja says police should launch a full investigation into the Burna Boy's gun incident inside Cubana Club. Cubana didn't even release a statement, no CCTV footage, and business continued without investigation. Gun incidents with victims can't be swept under the carpet just like that. So this lady said this happened on the 8th of June. That's like 12 days ago. But nothing has happened. Burna Boy has not been called, to say, okay, tell us what happened. No CCTV footage has been, released, yeah. And this guy shot at her. They injured her husband, injured her friends as well. But nothing has happened. I don't know. What do you have to say about
this? I think Burna Boy released the statement, but it wasn't really remorseful.
Message,
yes, it wasn't remorseful, and a lot of people also commented, reacted to that statement, saying it wasn't even remorseful about what happened and all of that. And this is what we keep talking about. When you have a celebrity, because he is a celebrity, he has 5 policemen attached to him. To what cause? You begin to ask questions like all of these things that the IGPs, past IGPs have said that no policeman should be attached to VIPs because we have a grossly under-policed nation. Yeah. We don't have enough policemen. And then you have one celeb having 5 to himself. And then you see all of these people getting power drunk because they want to defend their celeb, they want to defend the money they are being paid, and then eventually it leads to chaos. Yeah. And, there have been calls for investigation, but up till date, there is no form of investigation carried out. And that's why this lady is coming out, because she talked about the fact that she's still traumatized about what happened that night. So she wants a form of closure. Yeah. Let them investigate, and let's the parties involved, those who are guilty, let them be prosecuted, and let those who demand some form of reprieve, let them get their reprieve.
It's quite sad what happened. I know, there was a statement from the IG talking about recalling the policemen and deploying them back to the
I think they arrested
and all of that. But
2 of the policemen.
But based on the actual reports we had, at the time of the shooting, it was that a particular policeman was the one who shot. I don't know, there were talks of Burna Boy made the pass at someone's wife. And
this lady in particular.
Yeah, the lady in particular. And I think the husband wasn't cool with it. And, there was a bit of disagreement. And the next thing was the police aid, now shot at them. Again, all of these things have to be put into perspective. What are the rules of engagement when, policemen are attached to, VIPs or what have you? If there's no significant threat, why shoot?
Why should you even have 5 policemen attached to one
That's
person?
one. That's a bone of contention. That's one point. Another thing is, was there a significant threat to life that would have warranted you shooting in the name of trying to defend the celebrity in question? No. if there was no significant threat to life, the shooting is definitely illegal or culpable. So, you know, the policeman who shot should also face, you know, the police panel in that regard.
They've been arrested.
Yes.
According to
we know how these things work sometimes. It's just about deploying from one state to another, all in name of being punished and what have you. But even demotion sometimes do not really take effect. Again, that's based on precedents. Beyond that, you look at the what's it called, the club, the nightclub in question. There should have been a statement released when, you know, this went viral. There should have been CCTV, you know, footage released as well. Now that talks that has probably been deleted. Again, rumors, talks that the CCTV footage from that night probably deleted. Again, where's the place of the police in all of this? An incident happened 12 days ago. It was, you know, I watched that some of your men were culpable, and no one from the Lagos, you know, State Police Command
just silent about
could really initiate an investigation to really get a full grasp of what happened. That investigation would have led them to the club. It would have led to getting the CCTV footage, examining it, and, you know, taking appropriate decisions. All of these lapses here and there. So, yes, the police force has to be blamed. The nightclub management have to be blamed as well. And Burna Boy himself, because we learned that immediately after the incident, he flew to Spain for a concert, a music concert. Again, the cryptic message he posted on social media, it does not address the weighty allegation he has against them. So all of these things have to be put in place. Again, it's just unfortunate that the kind of nation we are at this point, these things happen and then we do not take appropriate measures to address it as quickly as they happen. I hope that, you know, justice is served in terms of the lady and the husband and the best friend getting, you know, the treatment they need in terms of the surgeries. And it shouldn't be paid by them. If they've been paid, there should be some sort of refund, either from the, you know, Burna Boy's camp or the police, I don't know. But the police did the shooting and they did that in the name of protecting Burna Boy. So they should be the one to, you know, cover the cost of medical expenses.
And I think there's a root problem that needs to be addressed, especially when it comes to all of these policemen getting power drunk in public places and using their firearms when there is no need on any cause for it. So that fundamental issue needs to be addressed, and that's where the IGP comes in, especially this calls about VIPs not getting policemen attacked. Let's now see to it that it is adhered to strictly. Enough of all the talks. Let's act on it. Let's ensure that we have enough. We don't have enough policemen. So all of these VIPs, like we saw the other day, one carrying what's it called, food for the lady was attached at the party.
They carry bags and all of that.
There's no dignity in that profession anymore, and it shouldn't be. So we need to address that issue from its root, so that we can begin to deal with all of these incessant, sporadic shots in public places.
Okay, moving away from that story now. Media personality IK Osakiodua posted a video on the gram where he rained praises on his sister-in-law. Let's see the video quickly.
Ladies and gentlemen, please behold my sister-in-law. See my sister-in-law. Please help me see my sister-in-law. Show them the back again. Why is my wife not like this? They sold me a different model. I don't see my own, see my own, see my own, see my own, see my own. You should turn around. Full shit. What does that mean? Shake over everything. All stand up. Let the people see you. Let the people see you. Is it me your eye? I should have waited. Look now, see now, see now, see. What was this? What was this?
Now taking some comments, Ronnie Nisi says, wife is sitting there looking dazzling even without trying. Then the Nestro Project says, better dust that sofa proper man. Now there don't become your new abode henceforth. And Max says, if I were her, I would wait until after 6 months when he may have forgotten about the whole thing, do a video of his brother and ask why my husband is not like that and if it is not the same creator involved. And then Mr. Kumi says, forget the cruise part of it. This joke is too expensive and have no reason. He chose his wife and I guess no one forced him. Never ever joke with the person you want to end your journey with. Uncle, think well. And Gabriel Brymer says, you should know it's to hype the sister-in-law and to make her feel better. Common sense foretell you say, even if given the chance, he will definitely not marry the sister over the wife. But you know, won't take but you know one take everything to heart and claim wisdom. Okay, so do you think this joke is too expensive? Because
you see, sometimes people are just jobless, so they need things to talk about. Like, you know, Nigeria can be boring, and especially looking at these times, things are hard, there are insecurity everywhere. So Nigerians just want something to talk about. They just want something to, like, what's your business? It's his family, and the wife was even laughing at
about it.
It probably was just a joke. Well, from what I see, it was just joking. And the way a man jokes with his wife is not your business. Like, they're okay with it, they're laughing, and they're having fun. Please, just let me not say what's on my mind.
Well, it's, you know, when we say cruise, that's just cruise. It was just a joke. I think the wife definitely won't take that to heart. That's one. Yeah. Two, it was simply hyping, you know, the sister and stylishly just throwing jabs at the wife. Exactly. Again, it's nothing defamatory or, you know, degrading in that sense that should spark a reaction of, oh, why would you?
Because he said he should have waited.
It was a it
was a joke.
We see those kind of jokes, you know, among married couples. You know, it's nothing new, really. I don't know why that fellow who commented was trying to take
Nigerians are just bored.
That part. Again, you just have to also acknowledge the fact that he probably has a very good relationship with his sister-in-law. Not everyone has a cordial relationship with their in-laws. So the fact that he has with his sister-in-law shouldn't be a big deal. Again, the wife was there.
She was laughing.
You know, it wasn't even saying it lustfully, or again, you know, you can easily say, oh, yeah, maybe he's implying, but there was no there was no inkling to implying here, because he was simply joking about it. The way people play differs, you know, and I like what others said. They could easily get the sarcasm therein, and they said, oh, go and dust the sofa, that's why you'll be sleeping for the next 3 months, or, you know, or you sleep outside. Again, it's all part of the jokes. Does that really mean that the wife would now send him out and say, oh, sleep out the gate? No, it's just part of the jokes, really.
Yeah, and I think so many married women also, using her as, you know, a case study, she looks very beautiful for a mother of 2, I guess. So you see, most women, after birth, you know, they tend to get this postpartum depression. You know, they just don't want to take care of themselves anymore. They don't want to care for their bodies, their hair. You see them tying wrapper, you know, all around the house and everything. But so many other women out, married women, you know, of Omoni Oboli, you know, she's so cute, so young, you know, you don't even believe she's like a mother of how many kids, you understand? But some other women don't want to, or they just feel very carefree once they're married and they have kids. They don't want to put extra effort, you know.
But she wasn't looking back.
No, I'm using her as a good case study now. You know, I'm talking about some other women, you know, who actually look bad, but she looks good for her age, and being a mother, she looks very good and stunning.
You know, even at that, with that, you know, instance you've created, we should also understand that postpartum depression is real, and the rate of recovery also differs from individual to individual. So there are those who easily recover as quickly as they can and get back to, you know, the way they were living before even they became pregnant. There are those who will take time. At the end of the day, what's more important is you have a partner who understands what you're going through and is there for you emotionally, psychologically, and mentally, as well as physically. If you have that necessary support, then it's easy for, you know, the mother or the wife rather to recover quickly when it comes to, you know, postpartum depression. And I think Ike's wife is a good example there.
Yeah.
Well, no one even says she went through postpartum.
No, I'm just saying.
We're just saying. All right,
you know,
that's fine. Let's wrap it up with the quote of the day. And this is by Anonymous. Your problem isn't the problem. Your reaction is the problem. And of course, this reminds me of that quote that life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. So really, it's not about the things that happen to you, the challenges you get.
Margaret would say, if life gives you pepper, make pepper soup.
Well, this is what we wrap it up today on iBrand Day Breakman. Thanks for joining us.